This week we heard about a couple of cases from Maitland. While they had similar themes when it came to alleged offending, they weren't all dealt with here at Maitland Local Court. This week we are reminded that not all alleged crimes around Maitland are dealt with in Maitland. The first case, which involves an allegation of aggravated sexual assault, won't be heard here at Maitland Local Court because the defendant is only 13 years old and therefore will be dealt with in the Children's Court. By the way, we heard about the case because of the police, and the media also reported on the case. The second case involved alleged sexual touching which happened in a hardware store car park. Won't say the name of the shop, but you can get a sausage sanger there on the weekend. The defendant is in their 70s, so being an adult, the defendant was sentenced here at Maitland Local Court this week. By the way, we only heard about this case because of a journalist publishing a story. The third legal situation is actually a group of mostly Maitland people charged over an alleged affray in Merewether and another one at Shoal Bay. Affray means fighting in public. There was also a charge of sexual touching plus a range of other offences. I think it's a bit tricky to follow. There's at least 8 defendants spread across Maitland, Kurri, Belmont, Cessnock and Singleton local courts. Some appeared in the bail court and some didn't. Some perhaps are part of a bikie gang. However, others sound like their alleged criminal activities were discovered while the police were investigating the alleged bikie criminal activities. It's like a domino effect. There seems to be a lot going on and it's a bit hard to follow. At least 3 of them are listed to appear here at Maitland in early December. Let's hope the media follow these cases and unpack the alleged crimes so the rest of us have a chance to work out what happened. So this week, Maitland crimes aren't necessarily dealt with at Maitland Local Court. And to be fair, alleged crimes from Merewether and Shoal Bay aren't necessarily dealt with in their local courts, which are Raymond Terrace and Newcastle. Sometimes you have to look elsewhere in New South Wales to work out what crimes have been happening in Maitland.